All right, are we ready?
Yeah, let's go. I've always been a really good twerker.
But I hate everything that's happening right now. Can you please sit down? This is 2 sips of a beer that caused that to happen. Hey everybody, this is Bryan and Sam. Today we're going to talk about something that is probably close to many of our hearts, especially if we are owners or in an HR position, and that is talent retention, which sounds like a super boring topic, and it can be, but it's also super important for us because we're trying to figure out how do we hire good employees, how do we keep them here, especially in this competitive market. And right now we're seeing this shift where we have these great Gen X employees that have been rock stars for our companies for a really long time that are starting to age out and go into retirement and stuff like that. And we have this new generation of millennials coming in that want something different than what Gen X wanted. And as owners and as employers and everything like that, we need to figure out what can we give to them that's beyond what we had to do in the past.
Yeah.
So I mean, you being a millennial.
Yeah, let me stop this. This is, you better answer this question right, because he's going to talk about how he keeps me around, and it better be the right answer. Better be the right answer. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, we can get to that in a second. But you know, people like Sam, you want more than just what are my basic benefits. I want to know, how are you investing in me as an individual?
Yeah.
How can I grow here? What's the culture like? How am I going to live a better life outside of work? I mean, work-life balance for individuals is way different than it was 20 years ago, 10 years ago. So when we're looking at benefits to give to our employees and what can we do to pull someone in or keep them here, we have to go above and beyond. And we have to do things that are really positively and purposely impacting their life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, culture, you touched on that word, and I think that's like, for my generation, that's a huge thing. We want to feel a part of something bigger. We want to feel included in what the mission of the business is, right? So it's huge that I feel like when I go to work, my family is around me to a certain extent. Like you guys, like we have a work family here, right? And that is valuable. It's people that support me, that want me to do well here and outside of here, whatever that looks like. And that might look like, you know, a lot of different things, but it's for us at least, like we take time to provide like PT to all of our employees, for example, right? So for me to be able to say that I get to take 30 minutes out of my schedule as frequently throughout the year to get some self-care done, like that is a value, that's a benefit to me. That makes me feel like I want to continue to be a part of this team, right? Yeah. So that's a good example of one thing.
That's a perfect example. We can go off that a little bit more. You know, standard benefits of healthcare insurance and stuff like that are great when used appropriately, but there's so many barriers to entry with that. There's access, wanting to even make the call, co-pays. There's just so many reasons for someone not to use that type of stuff, especially if we're pushing a culture that is more preventative and focused on early intervention.
Yeah.
So what do we need to do to provide them a resource where we can keep people healthy mentally and physically, and enjoying their time at work and outside of work? And I think what we've created it really does a lot of that.
Yeah.
Because when we go on there, we're building real relationships with these individuals. We're getting them to talk about the things that they're not talking about or not going to see doctors about, and giving them not only treatment to fix it right away, but education and resources to take care of it outside of our time.
Yeah, for sure. And that's huge. I think like, especially a lot of the workforce that we work with, there are a lot of younger people that are good workers, that are motivated, right? Guess who's not using their health insurance, really, right? Those younger workers. So not that they shouldn't have it, like they definitely get great to have health insurance. It's a safety, it's a benefit for people for sure, but it's pretty catastrophic when people use it. And in my generation, at least, like the goal is to not need it. So how can you support me as an individual, a young professional, in terms of maximizing my quality of life? And that looks like going above and beyond a little bit, right? It's just the name of the game now.
And audience, so one of the biggest things I hear from companies when we talk to them about the services we provide on site is, we have a young active population, they don't need this.
Yeah.
That's so wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the people that actually want it. Those are the people that are active in doing stuff. And when they come into me, you know, if we ask the owners or HR, are there any issues? Nope, everyone is healthy. And then they come in 90% of them have something going on.
And they're always looking for the next, I don't know.
And it's always small stuff and they're looking for more.
Yeah, they're looking for the next best thing, right? So you might not think that they need it. They might say they don't need it, but the second they have access to it, now it's a reason for them to stay with you. And it's a benefit they start telling other people about. It's a culture shift, right? The mindset is a little bit different in terms of recognizing what I might want as an employee. But if it's offered to me, I'm excited about it. I'm going to stay, right? I want that.
We hear that from people we work with, that their employees are out in the community telling people like, hey, we have this PT on site, we do this, or even beyond this particular benefit, things that go above and beyond. Those are the things that keep people. $1 or $2 does not make a difference to the new generation. They care about how are you investing in me. So again, this is one example of it. We're talking about the on-site PT, but there's a lot of different things out there. If you have specific questions about what it would look like to do something like this on site for you, or if you just want to kick around other ideas, we're always happy to talk about those.
Yeah, like let us help you elevate that experience for your employees. We're doing it every single day, and we want to continue to reach more people every day.
And if you are one of those companies that wants to stand out and be the leaders, this is the type of stuff you need to do.